Teacher Lisa here from Learning with Lisa. On my channel, you will find tips and tricks to help you begin your journey teaching remotely or working from home. So today I'm going to share with you all about booking, kind of the VIPKID 101 of scheduling and booking, because I think this is definitely something important that we're not all able to kind of figure out right away. So I think it's nice to kind of have the opportunity for someone to walk you through, and this is something I wish I had when I first started working with VIPKID. So if you've not already, please hit the subscribe button so you will see all the upcoming videos I have on VIPKID as well as Outschool. If this video is helpful for you, please like it, leave a comment, and I will get right back to you. If you would like to, you can email me at learningwithlisa20@gmail.com with any questions that you have. I look forward to hearing from you. How to kind of walk through the portal for teaching with VIPKID. So this is going to be very helpful for a newbie teacher. This is going to kind of help you succeed and get you started so that you can start getting regulars with teaching on VIPKID. So I'm going to kind of go through what the portal has to offer, and then I'm going to show you how to get booking. So before you actually begin, I wanted to show you a couple things that is very helpful for me as I have begun my teaching journey. So over here, you're going to see these different kind of categories. We have class, resources, rewards, community, and my info, as well as support. So I'm going to click on my info, and I want to go to stats. So that's going to kind of share with you your stats for currently that you are teaching, your participation rate, your parent feedback, as well as how many classes you have open. So again, that's going to be kind of something that you will see as you begin your journey. But before we really get into that, I want to go to my VIPKID. So my VIPKID is going to show you the number of classes that you've taught. So you can see I've taught 2,568 classes. So I've been with VIPKID for 3 years. This is a part-time job for me. I do not do this full-time as I am a stay-at-home mom, so they are my first priority. So that's the number of classes that I've taught. This is the number of students that I have taught. So if you have regulars, it'll count once for them. So it's any new student that you've had. Once you see your regulars on a consistent basis, that does not count. It's the number of new students. Then you have the number of days that you've been with VIPKID. So the number of days I've been is 970 days. So I think this is just kind of beneficial as you begin your journey, and as you hit your 1-year mark and your 2-year mark. It's fun to see how many classes you've taught as well as how many students. So now that you've kind of seen your stats, you've seen your stats as overall as VIPKID, as well as the stats that you are currently in for that month. The next thing I would like to look at is the certification. So you will see here, it'll say library and then certification. So if you click on to certification, you will see that this is a certification center. So this is what you are certified in for your TESOL, as well as your major courses, what you are certified in, and that includes your trials as well. So this is all for your information. Supplementary courses, you'll see and you'll see here I have so many options that I can become certified in, and I have yet to do that, and I definitely need to do that. I do have a full schedule right now, but as I get more time, this is a great opportunity for me to get more certification. But of course, if you are starting off your journey and you have no bookings yet, this is where you want to go. This is where you want to make sure that you get your certifications completed prior, because once you do that, you're opening yourself up to even more opportunities to teach various levels of students. So you can see that I am certified all the way up to level 5. If for some reason you got just levels 2 and 3 when you passed your mock, then maybe you want to get level 1. That might be something to work towards, and then over time you can continue to work your way up. So as a newbie teacher, after you've signed your contract, and I talked about this in a previous video, so be sure to check that out. Definitely take advantage of getting your certifications up to date or just working on those certifications so that you can have more opportunities to see more levels of students. And parents can view you on your profile. They can see what levels you are certified in, and then they can book you. So this is definitely important. If for some reason your profile shows that you are not certified in anything, if you're looking at this and you're going, look, where are my certifications? Be patient, wait on that, maybe wait a few days, see if they show up. If they don't show up, I would definitely send in a ticket to VIPKID so that we can get that straightened out. Because here's the thing, if you have no certification, that means that parents are not able to see you to book you. So you need those certifications so that they can view you on your profile and then determine if you are a right fit for their child. Okay, so I just showed you on the VIPKID portal. Now I want to kind of show you on the VIPKID Teach app to make sure that you know that you can look at both of those items that I talked about, as well as on the app and the desktop. So if you are on your app, you're going to, you're at home, and you're going to click the bottom right corner. You'll see it says account, and it's a little like man. You're going to click on that, and then you'll see insights, tokens, and payments. You're going to click insights, and this is going to show you my VIPKID. So this is overall your teaching journey. It's going to walk you through day, the students, classes taught, as well as the minutes taught. You will see that on the app. Then you will see classes this month. It'll show you how many classes you taught this month, how many cancellations, as well as how many no-shows. So that's just real important information, I think, as a classroom teacher insight. So you're going to go ahead and hit the back button. Then the next thing I want to share with you that I shared on the portal is the certification. So you're going to click at the top, you'll see certification. This will show you everything that you are certified in. So it does not give you the option to, oh, I'm not certified in that, I'm going to click that and go ahead and get started. You have to actually do your certifications on the desktop. So that will only be available on the desktop. But on the VIPKID Teach app, you will see what you are certified in. So that is helpful real quick. Just kind of look at your phone and see what you're certified in. So now that we have talked about the certifications as well as insights on both the desktop as well as your VIPKID Teach app, let's talk about what parents can see. I feel like this is super important because, we really don't have that option of kind of seeing from the parent viewpoint. But I will tell you this, is that when you had your mock lesson with the MCM, who works for VIPKID, they were to give you 5 tags that represent you as a classroom teacher. So 5 tags represent you. Those 5 tags are visible on your VIPKID teacher profile. So if you did not receive 5 tags, or you are not aware of those 5 tags, be sure to send in a ticket and find out what those 5 tags are, so that you know exactly what they are. And this plays a crucial role in your booking. So if you don't have any tags, it really does kind of hinder what parents are looking for. So for example, if I have a parent that's looking for somebody that's super energetic, somebody that uses TBR, and somebody that has patience, if those 3 tags are attached to your profile, you are going to be one of the many options or teachers that parents can look for and look at and kind of see, is this a good fit? They're going to watch your introductory video. Is this a good teacher? Do they have that energy that I'm looking for? Do they use the TPR in their video? Those are things that the parents are looking for. So it is really, really essential that you have those 5 tags and that is attached to your profile. So another important piece is that parents, and I mentioned this before, parents can see on your profile is the workshops. So if you have taken workshops with VIPKID, you'll see in the library where you can have new teacher classes. Those are classes that you're going to want to take advantage of and take, because on your profile it will show a little badge or something. It will show that you have taken workshops and you were trying to better yourself as a classroom teacher. So again, like I mentioned before, even if you taught brick and mortar for 10 years and you're like, okay, I got this, I can promise you teaching online is completely different than teaching in the brick and mortar. So make sure that you definitely take advantage of some of those classes, those workshops, and I think it definitely helps with your booking. Also, parents can give you tags. So when you are getting your feedback from your parents on how your class went, they can give you 5 apples, 4 apples, 3 apples, depending on, how well they thought you did as a classroom teacher with their child. They can also leave tags, and those tags will kind of stay with you on your profile as well. So that's another great opportunity for ways for you to kind of get found by other parents and other families. And they can help, they can begin to follow you in your future classes as well as your scheduling. So let me share something with you. I said follow, so that means that these families can follow you. So if you were to go on the Teach app, the VIPKID Teach app, and you click account at the bottom right corner, you will see at the very top of your screen, it looks like a little flower, and then it has the number. That is going to show how many followers you have. So in my case, you can see I have 162 followers. So I've been teaching with VIPKID a long time, 3 years, and I have 162 followers. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I have a full booking. Full bookings all the time. So again, followers, all it indicates is how many people follow you, and kind of keep tabs on your schedule and your booking. So I mentioned this in my previous video on your profile. It is very, 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 very important that your profile is complete. So when you are waiting for your classes to get booked, this is a great opportunity for you to ensure that your profile is complete. Your introductory video is full of energy, and it gives that inviting classroom, and it makes that parent feel, yes, I want that teacher. I want my child to learn from that teacher. So make sure that your introductory video is complete. Make sure all of your profile information is complete. All of your credentials, a profile picture. Also make sure that all your certifications are up there. Again, if you didn't see those in your app, make sure that you contact VIPKID or send in a ticket so that they can ensure that those certification levels get added to your profile. It's very, very important when you have parents looking for you to book you. And then also that would be a great time to check and see what tags you have, what 5 tags you were given when you had your mock lesson. Okay, so here we are in the portal for VIPKID. So I'm on my desktop, so I'm just going to kind of walk you through exactly what it would look like to schedule and to see all the bookings that you have for your student. So we're going to start at home. So this is where I would come on my desktop for home, and I would see all my upcoming classes. I would see my to-do list, that is any booking requests that I have, as well as any missing feedback, just kind of like an overall page for you. Then I'm going to click class, and I'm going to go down to bookings. So this is where I'm going to show you exactly where you will see your schedule for your students. So right now I'm in this schedule. You can see that the gray is the finished section. This is what I've already taught. And then the green is the classes that are booked, and the blue is the short notice classes. So your families can have you booked, and then they can pull the class 24 hours before the booking time has been scheduled, and they can no longer have your class booked. So that, keep in mind that your schedule will change, but if it is green, that means it is booked. Now, to show you kind of exactly how we would schedule a class is you're going to go over here in the top right, and you're going to see this like lock, and you're going to hit unlock. And then what I can do is I can go ahead and click on a box, and I can hit course, and then I can hit available short notice. And what that will do is allow my classes to be booked on short notice, or if I don't want short notice, I can just unclick that, and then they won't be booked 1 hour before the class. So that's up to you and exactly, if you want the short notice booking or if you don't. So you can make that choice. I always like to because I think it's a great way to earn extra money. And I'm always checking my app on my phone. So I know when my classes are getting short notice booking and when they're not. So that's just real simple on how you can book your schedule. If you are somebody that already had a class of bookings, you can definitely hit copy last week's bookings, and that will carry into the following week so that you don't have to go through entire schedule and do each time slot. So that's a great feature to have. But you have to make sure that it is unlocked before you actually copy the last week's slot. So a couple things I want to share with you on the desktop. Normally, for some reason it's not showing on mine, but normally you would see red and that would show like kind of your hot times of your particular schedule. So you want to make sure that you are in the correct time zone. For me, I'm in the Eastern time zone, so I know that, and it's been checked, and I've made sure my schedule a long time ago. But my time zones are going to be, or my hot zones, my red hot zones are going to be based on my time zone. So for me, my hot zones are going to start around 7 and finish out at 9 o'clock. Now, 6 to 7 o'clock is still good, but my hot zones are towards the end of my classes. And I still get booked for all of them, but just keep in mind that the red zones are the slots that are getting more booked because that's what's more popular timing for families. Okay, so now that I have showed you on your desktop how to schedule, let's take a look at the VIPKID Teach app so that you know exactly how to do that on your phone. So if you're going to click onto your VIPKID Teach app, and then at the bottom you'll see Home, you'll see Time Slot, Students, Discover, and Account. You're going to click Time Slot, and you will see at the top the days of the week, and you will see the date. So right now, the orange circle is going to be on today's date. So I'm going to click for tomorrow. And then you will see that you can scroll down and pick the times that you want. So orange is the peak time, and then red is that most popular time. So you'll see that I can just click the little tab, and it will allow me to book that class. Then if I want to click that as a 24-hour class, I would click the little blue icon and it would turn blue, and that would indicate that it's a 24-hour class. So it can be booked up to 24 hours in advance. So that is real easy to do, and you can just like click through exactly what times you want for each of your days. And again, it's on your mobile device, which I think is great and super, super convenient. So each Monday, starting off the week at 12 p.m. Beijing time, parents can begin to book you. So you will notice, like for me, it's Sunday night at 12 p.m., you will notice that you will start getting ding, 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 especially if you have your phone on. If you have the sound on, you will hear parents that are booking your classes. So that is midnight the night before because they are 12 hours ahead. So it is Sunday night at midnight for me is when I get the bookings because I am in the Eastern time zone. So be sure to have your schedule booked up in advance so that parents can go in at that time and they can pick which times they want for which day and which week. So with that being said, I personally like to do 2 weeks in advance. VIPKID shares to do 4 weeks in advance. I prefer to do 2 weeks. I think it's enough time for parents to book you, but it's not too far in advance where you aren't able to have a life in a sense and kind of make plans as needed. So I think 2 weeks for me works out really well because I can have that scheduled out, and then if something does come up, it's usually about 3 to 4 weeks where I'm like, oh, I want to be able to do that. I can make arrangements with my schedule, and I'm not restricted to my schedule if I were to book it 4 weeks in advance. So I would definitely make sure at least 2 weeks in advance have the classes booked out, scheduled, so that your family can book you. And again, that happens on Monday at 12 p.m. Beijing time. So whatever that time is for you, be sure to have your schedule. Also, If you don't have your schedule, which sometimes my families want to book me other times of the day or the week, they can priority book you. And so I talked about on your homepage on the desktop that that is priority bookings. If you click those, you will be able to see the booking request. And what you can do is you can accept it or you can deny it. And if you don't want to, or decline it, I should say, if you don't want to accept it, that's perfectly fine. Maybe just leave a reason of why, or you could just hit other and say, thank you so much. I hope to see your student again, but I'm not able to book at this time. And so just let families know that you're not able to, and that's perfectly okay. I've had many times that families want to priority book me and I'm not able to. So it's totally okay. But I think it's nice to either accept it or decline it so that families know that you're not available. So whether you are using the desktop or you're using your VIPKID Teach app, whatever you're using, if you're using both, that's great. Make sure that in your beginning stages of teaching, when you're first getting your bookings, that you keep track of those bookings because they're going to come kind of sporadic, out of nowhere, until you really establish your schedule. So you want to make sure that you're consistently keeping track of those classes so you don't miss any, because you do not want to be, in your first few months of teaching with VIPKID and having no shows because you didn't realize that your class was booked. So make sure that you're constantly checking your schedule. That's why I think it's super important to have your VIPKID Teach app, because most people have their phones on them or their devices and they can easily check versus just going to your desktop computer. So one more thing, while you're watching these bookings, keep in mind that classes can get booked during the night. So if you have a class the next day and you go to bed and there's no classes, but then you get a booking during the night and you wake up and you're not aware of that, you could miss that class. So it's very important to check your schedule the night before. And you have two options. You can either close those classes so they don't get booked and you don't miss the class, or you can wake up before that scheduled time, check to see if it was booked. If it was booked, you get up and teach. Great. If not, go ahead and just close that time and then go right back to sleep. So definitely make sure that if your classes aren't booked before you go to bed, check them and determine what route you want to take to make sure that you don't get a missed class or a no-show or teacher no-show. And it's really important to watch this because if you, as a classroom teacher, are in your first contract or your second contract, you only get 6 cancellations in a contract. So it's really important to make sure that you are not getting no-shows because of just not turning off those bookings before going to bed or waking up to check on them. So I really hope that this video has been helpful for you. Bookings and just how parents book us and how to create that schedule and figure out that schedule is all something that I think will take time, but it's also very beneficial to kind of have some idea of what to do before going into creating your schedule for your first few classes. So I hope this video has been helpful. If this video has resonated with you, please like it. I would love to hear from you through a comment. You can also email me at learningwithlisa20@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. And as always, go learn something new. Have a great day. Bye.